Hey y'all, today I'm giving you a quick video on my pros and cons list having thick locks. If you are new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share, and all the things. Let's get into it. Pro number one is thick locks have a very unique look. You don't see women with thick locks, very often. Therefore, when people can appreciate your thick locks, you know that those are your people. Thick locks draw your tribe to you. I regularly get complimented on my locks. It doesn't matter whether or not they are freshly retwisted, old, dry, stale. I don't have to have them neat in order for them to look good still. They are super easy to maintain. I don't retwist very often. I probably retwist every 4 to 5 months. I am able to maintain them myself, therefore saving me money. I'm not real fond of allowing random people to play in my hair, do my hair, touch my hair anyway. So the fact that I am able to maintain it on my own is a plus for me. My final pro for this video is I don't have to worry about my locks becoming too thin over time because I have a lot of hair in each lock. They're pretty uniform and thick from the root to the almost tip. Let's move on to the cons list. There are some. My number one con is that there are limits on the hairstyles that you can have with thick locks. Now, I've mentioned before that I am very low maintenance when it comes to hair, so I'm sure there are things that can be done to thick locks that I have not tried myself. For example, just the other day I came across a girl who posted box braids over locks, and the person who was getting the box braids over the locks had a pretty decent sized lock that this lady was able to box braid over. I've also seen people do the twist, where you wrap the hair around the braid or whatever. Anyways, there are different things that you can do. I haven't tried it, but there is a limit to what you are able to do with thicker locks compared to thinner locks. So that's the number one con for me. Con number two, I have a really hard time finding swimming caps, hats, helmets, stuff like that to fit my head. I have been able to find all of those things, but it was more hard and less readily available than if I didn't have a bunch of hair on my head and need an extra large and everything. Number three on my cons list is it takes my hair a really long time to air dry, and I don't know if that's true for all locks, so I was kind of hesitant to put it on here, but it takes my hair a long time to air dry, and I don't necessarily like to sit up under the dryer because I don't want my hair to be any drier than what it is, being that I don't moisturize it on a regular basis. So sitting up under a dryer when I can avoid it is what I like to do. So if I'm going to wash my hair, I need to do it early in the day if I don't want to have to sit up under a dryer in order to be able to go to bed without having wet hair. My next con is they can be heavy when wet. And again, is this not with all locks? They can be heavy when wet. So when you go swimming or after you wash your hair, it is extra weight. So I mean, it is what it is. I think that's the lay of the land. When you have locks, you can expect that when they get long, and if your hair is full, then when it gets wet, it's going to be heavy. And I don't know that my hair is any heavier than anybody else's when it gets wet. I mean, how am I to know? But they're heavy when they're wet. My last con for this video is that they require more products than I think thinner locks may. And I'm not one to put a lot of product in my hair, but when I'm spraying my hair, I have to use a lot. When I'm putting the oil on to lock in the spray, I have to use a very liberal amount. And it just takes a little more than I think it would if they weren't so thick. I have to make sure that the product, whatever the spray or whatever, is going to penetrate my hair well, so I have to use a little bit of extra. Of my locks, they are very unique. Sometimes you can look at locks and be like, they look very similar to each other, but I've never been able to say that with thicker locks. The uniqueness of thick locks is more so than thinner locks. Quick, short, to the point. That is all for this video. Again, if you have not already, please do subscribe, like this video, and share it. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.